Raise your sake cups high, because in this week's episode of One Piece, Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates have gained an assload of new allies. As much as I'd like to say this is the final episode of Dressrosa, it's not. And that's kind of a shame, because this is sort of like the perfect ending to that entire arc. The first half of the episode essentially is just a big celebration with Luffy, the Straw Hat Pirates that are currently with them, and all of the fighters and pirates from Kurita Coliseum. Hell, even at the very end of the episode, there's a quick montage sequence, and by quick I mean it basically takes up the last couple minutes of the episode, which is just a reminder of all of the great events that you saw from the Dressrosa arc. And really, it's the perfect ending point. We don't need any more of that, but there still are a few more things that we have to take care of in Dressrosa, and we're going to get to that in the next episode. That being said, this one right here was quite pleasant, and was a great demonstration of what being the Pirate King really means to Luffy. It's not about ruling over people or being the big boss. It's truly about freedom. The ultimate freedom to do what you want, and it takes a little bit of butting heads with the other pirates to get this clear to them, but in a way it only inspired them that much more, because Luffy decides he doesn't want to be their big boss, but they're gonna do it anyway. They're all gonna drink their very own son's cup of sake, and they decided they're going to be sort of under the flag of the Straw Hat Pirates. When they need help, they'll come to him. When they need help, he'll come to them. It's basically just a typical friendship, partnership kind of thing, and it leads to a big celebration with lots of funny moments. And for some odd reason, well, I actually do know the reason, the one that's sticking out in my mind the most is the leader of the Tontada tribe, who explodes out of Nico Robin's cleavage. So what's the rundown on this week's episode of One Piece? It's really funny that Luffy doesn't want to be the big boss of these guys, despite the fact that they're still going to join him anyway. That's just a really funny premise. But again, driving home the fact that they have the ultimate freedom to do what they want. That's what it means to be the Pirate King to Luffy, not to sit upon a throne, but to simply go on any journey, go to any land, be friends with any person that he would want to be friends with. That's what Luffy is all about. And there's just a lot of little moments in this episode that I think are hilarious. One, I like the fact that most of the regular pirates are using just normal sake cups, but Leo still gets a regular one, and he gets that thing filled to the brim, so that thing would probably knock him on his ass. Not to mention Luffy got this big golden one, which was also filled to the very top, and Zoro decided to get rid of that pretty damn quick because he's a raging alcoholic, but a kick-ass raging alcoholic. Essentially, this is your mandatory celebration arc at the end of every One Piece. They have to have a big banquet, they gotta party, they gotta be ridiculous. That's exactly what this is all about. So if you like that stuff, you're gonna like this week's episode. There's also another great moment for Fujitora, who finally decides to give his final farewell gift to Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates, and that's by defending all of them against all these other pirates who just want to kill Luffy. This huge fleet of assholes just show up, just firing cannons all over the place, and that's when Fujitora just dumps all of the rubble from Dressrosa on top of them. And, well, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about this week's episode of One Piece. A good celebration episode that will put you in a very good mood. Make sure to check it out, One Piece fans. You might see something you like. I'm going to give this episode right here a 4 out of 5. Pretty slow-paced and some annoying montage sequences at the end. Despite that, it did make me reflect on the Dressrosa arc, and despite how long-winded it was, I did enjoy the arc quite a bit. So let's get ready to move on to bigger and better things as we begin the next journey in the One Piece anime series. But before you guys leave, make sure to tell me what you thought about this week's episode of One Piece in the comments section below. Did you have a favorite scene or a favorite pirate who showed up in this week's episode? Did you have a favorite moment? Did you like this one? Did you not like this one? Please tell me in the comments section below, and make sure to also tell me what you want to see from the rest of the One Piece anime series. That's right, it's that time of the video where I ask you to subscribe and hit the like button and maybe even check out all our other cool videos. Make sure to do that. But guys, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, stay dandy, baby.